production of Quizbusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Today, the Marauders of Ovid-Elsie take on the Big Reds of Milan in the Sweet 16 round of our tournament. Now, here's the host of Quizbusters, Matt Ottinger.
Good luck. Thanks everybody. And welcome to Quizbusters. We are continuing with our Sweet 16 action. Two white division teams hoping to make their next step toward our grand championship game. Let's re-meet the teams, starting with the Marauders of Ovid-Elsie High School. They are Lauren Hunt, Tom Brenner, the captain John Furden, and Will Green. Their alternates are Travis Howe and Brock Palin, and their advisor is Lois Boone. And the Big Reds from Milan High School will face off against them this afternoon. That team is James Caldwell, Nate Borner, the captain Christine Murray, and Alex Sutton. Their alternate is Jacob Wallach, and their advisor is Jennifer Glushin. We will meet the players at halftime, but they're eager to get started. You're watching, you're eager to get started. Let's get started. The quick 10 players toss-up questions. Good luck to all of you. You know how it works. And here we go with question 1. With what current television personality would you associate Harpo Productions? James Milan.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey is a Harpo. Harpo is Oprah backwards. Question 2. According to Genesis, who was the second man on Earth? Tom Ovid-Elsie.
Cain.
Cain is right. Next, question 3. What reference work is abbreviated OED? Christine Milan.
Oxford English Dictionary.
Right. Question 4. In circus slang, what two-word phrase describes the largest tent? Tom Ovid-Elsie.
Big top.
The big top. That's right. Question 5. With what professional sport would you associate Pete Rozelle? James Milan.
Baseball.
Baseball is wrong answer. No, I'm sorry. Ovid-Elsie. The names Pete Rozelle and Paul Tagliabue. Tom.
Football.
Football. They're both commissioners. Question 6. In what city did George Ferris introduce his amusement park? Tom Ovid-Elsie.
Chicago.
Right. Amusement park wheel, the Ferris wheel in Chicago. Question 7. Name the scientist who wrote the best-selling A Brief History of Time. Christine Milan.
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking is right. Question 8. Which of your 5 senses is known as olfactory? Christine Milan.
Scent.
Scent, smell, that's right, 10 points there. Question 9. Name the scientist whom Time magazine named the person of the century. Alex Milan.
Einstein.
Einstein is right, 10 points. And finally, question 10. In Little Women, what is the last name of sisters Christine Milan?
March.
March family, Amy, Beth, Joe, and Meg. That's it. And 6 for Milan, 4 for Ovid-Elsie, a clean sweep of the quick 10. Good job, players. Now the toss-ups will lead to bonuses. Here's 10-point toss-up question. It's multiple choice. Players, good luck. Marble is considered a metamorphic form of which of the following? Limestone? Tom Ovid-Elsie.
Limestone.
That's right. 10 points. Good job. Don't have to wait for the other ones if you know the first one's right. Marauders, Mark Twain is your bonus category. Question 1. What real town was Tom Sawyer's fictional St. Petersburg modeled after?
Hannibal.
Hannibal, Missouri is right. Speak up for me, John. Make sure I can hear you. Question 2. In what novel does Hartford native Hank Morgan reform English society?
Connecticut Yankee.
I need your answers.
Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court.
That's right, a Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. Question 3. According to Twain's character, Pudd'nhead Wilson, what should one do when in doubt?
Guess.
I need your answer.
Guess.
That's what you did when in doubt. When in doubt, you should tell the truth. That's the quote. 20 points on your bonus gives you 70. New toss-up, players. It was the nation's capital for 2 months in 1784. Today, it's the capital of New Jersey. Tom Ovid-Elsie.
Trenton.
Trenton is right, 10 points. Bonus category, Marauders, is writers' lifetimes. Listen carefully. I'm going to name a writer. You give me any 1 year within the lifespan of that writer. A year, and if it falls within the birth and death of the writer, you're right. First, Eugene O'Neill.
1890.
He would have been 2 years old, but that's the right answer. 1888 to 1953. You did what I asked you to do. That's right. Next, Edgar Allan Poe.
1860. 1860.
No, I'm sorry, say it again.
1860.
No, 1860 is too late. He did most of his work in the 1840s. 1809 to 1849 is the right answer there. 10 points for the first one, gives you 90 on the game. And new toss-up players. Might want pencils. Consider the graph of the parabola y equals x plus 3 in parentheses plus 7. In what quadrant is its vertex? Tom, Ovid-Elsie.
First.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. Milan, you've had more time. Christine.
Second.
Second is right. 10 points for that. And your bonus category, Milan, is automobile parts. None of these questions have anything to do with cars, but the answers will all sound like parts of an automobile. That's the clue that you'll need to solve the following questions. First, what first name is shared by the character played by Eddie Murphy in the Beverly Hills Cop movies and the lead singer for Guns N' Roses?
Axel.
You've got the right idea. Axel. Next, what 12-letter word describes the passage of radio waves between the sending and receiving stations?
Transmission.
Transmission is right. And finally, for 20 points, name the 1954 Alfred Hitchcock film which starred Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly. I need your answer.
Steering wheel.
Oh, but you had the right idea. Rear Window was the name of the film, and you got 20 points to tie the game at 90. In the movie, it was the rear window of his apartment, not of the car. A tie game, we go to the first pop quiz. We'll play another one, of course, in the second half, but right now, players, A-N-D will begin all your correct answers. A-N-D is the letter combination. Lauren from Ovid-Elsie and James from Milan will get us started. The mountain range, which, Lauren?
Andes.
That's right, 10 points, western edge of South America. Next, an Italian musical term which indicates to play a piece at a moderate speed. James?
Andante.
Andante is right, 10 points for that one. And finally, a human-seeming robot. James?
Android.
Android is right, 10 points there. Tom from Ovid-Elsie now. Nate from Milan. The author whose classic stories include The Little Mermaid. Tom?
Anderson.
Anderson, Hans Christian Andersen. The Ugly Duckling was the other one I was going to read. Next, the daughter of Cassiopeia in mythology, or the Northern Hemisphere constellation named for her. Tom?
Andopia.
Andopia is not the right answer. No, I'm sorry. Nate, any ideas? Andromeda. Andromeda is the constellation. And finally, for Tom and for Nate, the first name of the youngest son of Queen Elizabeth II. Tom?
Andrew.
Andrew, Prince Andrew. That's right. John from Ovid-Elsie now. Christine from Milan. The village in Georgia, which was the site of a notorious military prison during the Civil War. Christine?
Andersonville.
Andersonville is right. Next, the pair of metal supports for burning wood in a fireplace. Christine?
Andirons.
Andirons is right. Finally, the runaway slave of legend who pulled a thorn from a lion's paw. Christine?
Androcles.
Androcles and the lion. Very well done, Christine. Will from Ovid-Elsie. Alex from Milan. The last 4 words of the Pledge of Allegiance. Will?
And justice for all.
Right, got it just in time. Good job. Next, having or combining characteristics of both sexes. Will?
Androgynous.
Androgynous is right. And finally, the actress who played Maria von Trapp in The Sound of Music and the title character in Mary Poppins. And your teammates, I think all of them wish that that had been their question. Julie Andrews is the answer for that one. We're still tied. Split right down the middle. Still a tie game, 140 points apiece. New toss-up for all players to get to the bonuses. Here it comes. Name the 3 elements present in magnesium sulfate. Tom, Ovid-Elsie.
Magnesium, sulfur, and oxygen.
That's right. 10 points. Good job. Red things, Ovid-Elsie. All your correct answers will start with red, R-E-D. First, any college athlete whose eligibility to play is extended by exclusion from varsity competition for a year.
Red shirt.
Red shirt, you've got the idea. Next, the man who won a Best Director Oscar in 1980 for Ordinary People.
Reading? Reading?
No, I'm sorry, not Redding. He's better known as an actor, Robert Redford. Oh. Redford is the right answer. 10 points on your bonus, give you 160. And players' pencils for this question. 10 telephone poles are placed 12 feet apart in a straight line. What is the distance between Tom, Ovid-Elsie?
110
I'm sorry, that's a wrong answer. Milan, your question. What is the distance between the first pole and the last one? James?
120 feet?
Not 120 feet because the first and last, there's only 9 spaces in between, so it's 108. 108 is the right answer. New toss-up players. The Jack London classic, The Call of the Wild, describes the reversion of a tame dog to a wild state. Name his complimentary novel, written in 1907. Christine Milan.
White Fang.
Right, 10 points. The other way around, the wolf dog that is gradually domesticated. American cities is your bonus category, Milan. Many large American cities lie on a state border, and many of their suburbs, tourist attractions, other features can lie in another state completely. I'll name a city. You name the state that lies just across the border from that city. First, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky is right. Next, Fargo, North Dakota.
Minnesota. Minnesota.
Minnesota is right for 10 points. Your final one, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
North Carolina.
Not North Carolina. Chattanooga's on the south side of the state. It's Georgia. Georgia the answer. But you got 20 on that. You lead by 10. New toss-up players. Name any one of the 3 countries which border both China and Russia. Tom, Ovid-Elsie.
Mongolia.
Right, 10 points. Probably the best known because it's the largest and right there visually in between. North Korea does, and Kazakhstan is another one that does. Ovid-Elsie, your bonus category is the human body. It's multiple choice, so listen carefully. I'll name a body part. You tell me whether you would most closely associate it with the eyes, ears, nose, or throat. Eyes, ears, nose, throat are your options. Your first one is the pharynx, P-H-A-R-Y-N-X, pharynx.
Throat.
Throat is right, 10 points. Next, vitreous humor. First word is V-I-T-R-E-O-U-S, vitreous humor.
Oh, it says ears. Sounds good. Okay. The ears?
No, I'm sorry. The vitreous humor is a part of the eye. It's in the eye. 10 points on your bonus, though, gives you a 10-point lead. We're trading back and forth here. And we're coming to halftime, so players can take a brief rest while I tell you at home, of course, that we enjoy having our Quizbusters players here throughout the season. You got to meet many of them the first time around, but today on our program, we're going to get to know them a little bit better, find out a little bit more about them before we play the second half. Let's start with the Marauders of Ovid-Elsie and Lauren Hunt, who's a freshman. We don't have very many freshmen on the team, on our team. So Lauren says, well, it said that you wanted to say hi to the cross-country team. Are you a cross-country runner yourself?
Yeah.
And will you be running track in the spring?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, a chance to. What else do you do in high school?
I'm doing swimming right now and
other
school.
stuff. Sure, there you go. Lauren, thank you for being with us. Tom Brenner's a junior, football, baseball, band. Now, you can't do football and, well, you can't do football and marching band, I assume concert band. And what are your plans in college? Do you have any yet?
I'd like to go to Michigan State and get a degree in mechanical engineering and then go to either MIT or Stanford for a master's in aeronautical engineering.
Well, there you go, Tom. You do have it planned out. Thanks very much, Tom. John Furden is a junior, plans to attend MSU. Have you picked a field?
I either want to do teaching or web design.
A web design, a fast-growing field these days. John, thank you very much. Will Green is a junior. Again, a lot of athletes on the team here. Football, basketball, and tennis. Which is your favorite?
Probably football.
Probably football. How'd the team do this year? That's the Marauders of Ovid-Elsie. Let's give them a hand. I know when to bail out of a question. No, thank you very much, Will. The Big Reds from Milan now didn't tell us a whole lot the first time around, people, so let's hear from you now. James Caldwell's a junior. Said he enjoys playing roller hockey. Do you play the ice variety now this season?
No,
No,
not much. I'm not much for playing ice hockey.
Strictly on the wheels.
Yep.
What else do you do in high school?
I'm in the band. Quizball, obviously.
There you
Drama
go.
club. That's about it.
Okay, Nate Berner, junior, didn't tell us at all. Did I say your last name wrong?
Yeah.
Well, say it for me.
Borner.
Borner. It's Borner. Nate Borner. And Nate, do you have any college plans yet?
No.
Nah. What about in high school? What are you doing?
Nothing much. Just
All right.
drama club.
That's cool. You don't have to tell us a lot. Christine, Christine, this is your second or third year with us?
Second.
Second year, but all right. And Christine is a senior?
Yes.
You got college plans?
Yes, but I plan to go to college.
Very good.
But
Very
where
good.
is a mystery.
A mystery. We'll leave it at that then. Thank you, Christine. Alex was not with us the first or the second round. This is Alex's first time. You enjoying the game so far?
Yes.
Very good. Tell us about yourself, Alex.
Well, I'm a freshman, and I'm in the band and choir, and I like playing Quizball.
That's great. Well, let's get back to it. First, the Big Reds of Milan High School. And we will play a couple of freshmen on our teams today. That's terrific. Second half, same as the first players. Let's get right to it and get as much in as we can. Good game. New toss-up for all players. As a verb, it means to imitate something with the intent to fraud. As a noun, it's a workshop where wrought iron is produced. Tom, Ovid-Elsie.
Forgery?
Forgery is the wrong answer. No, I'm sorry. Milan, I'll finish it for you. As a noun, it's a workshop where wrought iron is produced. What's the five-letter word? Christine.
Forge.
Forge is the noun, and that was part of the question. That's exactly right. The word forgery would be a noun, so that's really, so I'm sorry, we couldn't accept that one. Milan, your bonus category is Canadian provinces. Question 1. Which province was named for one of the 9 children of Queen Victoria?
Alberta.
Makes sense. That's the right answer. Next, which province was named for a lake and for the Great Spirit who lived there?
Saskatchewan.
Go for it.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, no, the Saskatchewan River, but Lake Manitoba. Manitoba is the lake. So 10 points on your bonus gives you the 10-point lead in the game. And we're back to a new toss-up question for all players. What rank is the British equivalent to an American General of the Army? Tom, Ovid-Elsie.
Brigadier?
Not Brigadier. No, I'm sorry. Milan, any ideas? James.
Commandant?
Field Marshal. Field Marshal's what we wanted. New toss-up players. What is the term for a photographically sensitive coating applied to glass, celluloid, or paper in the preparation of photographic materials? Emulsion is that word, a very tough word. New toss-up. A lawyer who proves unworthy of his or her profession is disbarred. What is the term for the act of depriving a priest of the right to exercise? Christine, Milan.
Disrobing.
Disrobing is not right. No, I'm sorry. Ovid-Elsie. What is the term for the act of depriving a priest of the right to exercise the functions of his office? Right, I'm sorry, Tom, I was a little bit late. Right idea, wrong word. Defrocking. Defrocking a priest. No points there. We'll stay at 180 to 190. We'll play the pop quiz. A run of tough toss-up questions there. These will be a little bit easier probably, but they still got to be fast. GER is your bonus is your letter combination, excuse me, for the pop quiz. I'm calling everything by the wrong name today. I get nervous when it's a close game. Lauren from Ovid-Elsie, James from Milan will get us started. GER, remember that. A plant which has brightly colored, James.
Geranium.
Geranium is right. Brightly colored flowers, pungent smelling leaves. Next, the family name of the father and son whose manufacturing firm introduced strained baby food to the, James.
Gerber.
Gerber's baby food, right. Daniel and Frank Gerber were their names. Finally, the study of issues related to old age. James.
Geriatrics.
Geriatrics is right, or gerontology. Tom from Ovid-Elsie, Nate from Milan. The two-word name for the acute contagious disease, also known as rubella. Tom.
German measles?
German measles is the right answer. Next. In grammar, a verbal noun, Tom.
Gerund?
Gerund is right, usually ending in ing, representing an uncompleted action. Finally, The 19th century Native American Apache chief who, Tom?
Geronimo.
Geronimo is the right answer. Led raids on American settlements. 3 for Milan, 3 for Ovid-Elsie in sweeps. The captains now John from Ovid-Elsie and Christine from Milan. The American composer of Rhapsody, John?
Gershwin.
Gershwin is right, an American in Paris, George Gershwin. Next, manipulation of electoral districts to the advantage of, Christine?
Gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering, the advantage of one political party, that's right. Finally, the 2-word name for a powerful and intelligent breed of dog. Used, John?
German Shepherd.
Used especially for police work, that's right. Tie game, Will from Ovid-Elsie, Alex from Milan. The actor who co-starred with Julia Roberts in Pretty Will.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere is right. Pretty Woman and The Runaway Bride. Next, relevant to a topic or to a conversation. Tough word, but I think you've heard of it. Germane. If it's relevant, it's germane to a conversation. Final question for Will and for Alex. A small burrowing rodent with long... Alex.
Gopher.
Gopher's not what I'm looking for. No, I'm sorry. Will, I'll finish it for you. A small burrowing, he doesn't need any more.
Gerbil.
Gerbil is the G-E-R word. That's right for 10 points, and that's our pop quiz. And the next time we hear the fanfare, we'll go to the lightning round. Just a 20-point game right now. New toss-up for everybody. Good luck to you. Here it comes, players. Name 3 of the 5 presidents since World War II that never served as vice president. Tom's going to try.
Carter, Kennedy, and Clinton.
Right. Good job. Yes. Well solved. That's not an easy thing to do. Eisenhower, Reagan were the other 2. Ovid-Elsie, summer is your bonus category, and things about different versions of the word summer. First, who wrote the sonnet that begins, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day"?
Dickinson.
Not Dickinson. No, Shakespeare wrote "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day." No points there. A small problem with our scoring display. The scores are correct as you see on the screen right now. It's a 30-point game. Ovid-Elsie leads. We're back to a new toss-up question for all players. All players, hands on buzzers for this. This conservative political pundit is also a rabid fan of baseball and the author of books about the game, that's Will Ovid-Elsie.
George Will.
George Will is right. 10 points. Good job. It's always a little uncomfortable when I say the right answer when I'm calling on the student. When I say Will and then he comes back with Will. Colleges is your bonus category, Marauders. Name the state in which you would find each of these institutions of higher learning. The state from you, please. First, this is the University of Notre Dame.
Indiana.
Indiana is right. 10 points. Next, Wake Forest University. Need your answer.
North Carolina.
North Carolina is the right answer. Now for 20 in a sweep of the category, Johns Hopkins University.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Maryland is right. 20 points, a sweep of the category. Good time for it. New toss-up, all players. New toss-up. A vocal canon for 3 or more voices in which all sing the melody but enter at different times. Tom, Ovid-Elsie.
Rounds.
A round is what that is. That's exactly right. Well done. Geology, your bonus category, Marauders. Geology is your category. Question 1. How many levels of hardness are there on Mohs, that's M-O-H, Mohs scale of hardness?
4, 5. Is 5.
5.
Not 5. No, diamond is 10. From talc to diamond is 10. 1 to 10. No points on that one. You will stay at 320. We're coming to the lightning round. Players, listen carefully. Ovid-Elsie pulled out a little bit, but will it be enough? There's a lot of material in 60 seconds. Nothing but toss-up questions remain, players. When you're right in the lightning round, we add 10 points to your score, but remember, in the lightning round, if you're wrong, we'll take 10 points away. Ovid-Elsie is at 320. Milan not out of it at 230. As I said, a lot of material in 60 seconds. The 60-second timer is ready, and the lightning round begins now. What archaic pronoun is the last word sung in the Canadian national anthem? Christine.
The.
Right. In 1979, what world capital was the first to have an operational wireless cellular telephone system? Time. What imaginary circle on the Earth's surface is at 66 degrees Will, Ovid-Elsie.
Equator.
Wrong. What state has a major commercial and industrial city called Cedar Rapids? James.
Iowa.
Right. What extremely small unit of length was named for a Swedish physicist? Time. How many pieces does each player begin with in a standard game of checkers? James.
16.
Wrong. What 807-meter drop in Venezuela is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall? Tom.
Angel Falls.
Right. What poet spent virtually all her life secluded in her birthplace? Christine.
Emily Dickinson.
Right. In what state would you find the residents of Sherwood Anderson's fictional town of Winesburg? So Christine.
Ohio.
Right. What is the 5-letter name of the common time is up? Ovid-Elsie, you've held on to win the game. Milan did make it close. They scored to get to within 60 points. Not a bad work in the lightning round. Tokyo, where you expect electronics to be invented, is where the first cellular telephone system was located. 66 degrees 31 minutes, north latitude, the Arctic Circle. Angstrom is the very tiny unit of length. 12 checkers in a game of checkers when you start. And Angel Falls, Dickinson, Ohio, they got all that. One question we didn't get to. Milan, I'm sorry it didn't work out better for you, but boy, what a great game. Back and forth all the way. They pulled out with that sweep they had there late at the game. I think that made the difference. Congratulations for making it this far. Let's have a hand for the Big Reds of Milan High School. Best of luck to you. And Ovid-Elsie, you will move on. We are now into the point where you'll be playing a semifinal game in the White Division next time, so we'll see you in a very short time for that. The Marauders of Ovid-Elsie. 3 more games on this level of competition. Grand Ledge and Howell will play next time we get together, and thank you for watching. Join us every time at this time for Quizbusters. I'm Matt Ottinger. Enjoy.
Production of Quizbusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Book scholarship awards and reference materials for Quizbusters are provided by the MSU Bookstore, located on the campus of Michigan State University. For more information about Quizbusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website at WKAR.org. The 4th annual Friends of Cooley